Today we're talking about the NFL retirement and Pokemon. Hello and welcome to Beer League Benchwarmers, the podcast about our random thoughts for the week where we decided to just record it. I'm Sean, joined by the gang, Jake, Kyle, and Rick. We're all here, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Gang's all here.
We're here.
That's a SpongeBob reference.
Kyle gang graced us with his presence this week. And we also have Jake, our Sith Lord, here today. Lord COVID.
Yeah. COVID Jake.
COVID
I'm
Jake.
Pickle Rick.
Oh, what?
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
All right.
Instead of Pickle Rick, I'm COVID Jake.
And Rick did that thing. Rick does Dallas, and he's back though, so that's good.
How many Debbie Does movies were there?
I don't know.
Because there's Dallas and New Orleans, I know for sure.
And then there's
thought I've
Debbie
heard
Does Dallas
Seattle.
Revenge.
Those are just
true.
like
Revenge.
like Anthony Bourdain type shows, right? Where she goes to a city to experience the culture.
Yes.
That's
What
pretty
kind of revenge do you have to get? What happened that made you need revenge?
Chlamydia.
Oh, I'm guessing.
Syphilis.
Poor Debbie.
Debbie Does Dallas. The revenge. The
Oh,
revenge
jeez.
of the estranged daughter that he didn't know he had.
It's just a baby running around. Where's my money?
Where's my money?
Where's my child support?
Where's my money?
Where is it? Where's my money?
Sounds like a
All right.
horror movie.
Sounds terrible. I love the fact that pornos are played at drive-ins, though. Like that's just such a
Pornos?
weak. Pornos, yeah. Oh yeah,
What?
Debbie. It was a documentaries were played at drive-ins pornos.
Documentaries.
Like that's
Yeah.
just like it's such a fun. Like I think of the Lockwood Drive. Anytime I'm driving past it, I always look to be like, oh, what movie's playing on what screen? And I can be like, oh, look, there's Debbie Does Dallas the Revenge. There's Big Titted Stepsisters 4. Like that would have been awesome.
Man, I want to make a joke, but I probably shouldn't. So
I just talked about Big Titted Stepsisters. Now you don't want to fucking make your joke.
okay, it would be there's like a pivotal scene in the movies, dramatic happenings, right? And then everyone in their
Very
car for whatever reason doesn't care about the movie anymore. They're finished with it, and they drive away halfway through.
Very, very finished.
Well, thank you for bringing that up. That leads me to my next question. Who watches full pornos now?
Yeah.
Yeah, like with like
Yeah, how do they end?
storylines.
How do they get right? Yeah. Did she get out of the dryer?
Yeah.
Did they
You checked
ever
it on
finish
your
that massage?
Did the pizza get eaten?
Did the pizza get eaten?
I want to know, did the pool get cleaned?
Oh,
Right.
jeez, that's a health risk.
How
Did the
did she
pipes get
pay her
fixed?
rent?
Yeah.
I still don't know how she paid for her rent.
Did the pipes get fixed? Did that landlord really take a cut on that rent? Like,
Yes.
did he lose money here?
Did that
What
stepdaughter learn her lesson?
What happened next month when rent was due?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
my
like
God.
that's another thing. It's like, why are you going to maybe that's why they're not drive-ins anymore. Like, who's going to the drive-in and spend that money for a feature-length movie that you only
To be
use,
there
like,
for 15 minutes. Yeah.
6 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel bad for the drive-in crew. They have to clean up garbage, but then they also have to mop up things too
They
Do you
don't
go
mop.
to Do you go to
They don't want
concessions beforehand?
in the middle.
Yeah. Do you go to concessions for one of those?
Oh, that scene
mean-
didn't do it for me. I got to walk to the concessions.
Yeah, you're bricked up and everything. You're just like,
Okay, maybe this is
hey,
good.
I get a soft pretzel.
Bad. All right.
Nothing
Should we-
hard. Cold drink.
Mhm.
I think we should move on.
Okay,
Do
sorry.
you sell baseball cards? I need to get my minds on some stats.
Yeah.
I got a Bill's Pilsner.
Probably gross.
Pilsner. No, I like it. It's pretty good. It's light, but I like it.
Does it taste like defeat?
It used to taste like victory,
That's
but now
messed up.
yeah.
Too soon?
How about that coin flip though? That sucks.
It's part of football.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is the last week of the season against the New York Jets, opening kickoff, they added beginning of the game, coin flip. The referee, I swear this is my first beer, flipped a coin, but it didn't flip, but he still tried calling it like it did. And the Bills are like, whoa, it didn't flip. So he tries again, didn't flip again. And he tried calling it, and like it didn't flip. Like it took 3 flips to actually like produce flipping.
To rotate?
Yeah. And then we still
Refs.
lost.
Man, refs and their coins.
Whatever. I got no problem with it.
All
I
right,
don't blame
so
the overtime.
let's I don't either. I blame letting
13
Travis
seconds.
Kelce get the ball. So let's dive into our topics for the day, guys. NFL retirements. So
Breaking
Big Ben
news.
earlier
yeah.
in the week announced that he's done. He had a end of season press conference after they lost, and then officially, I think last week he announced earlier this week or whatever he considered it, that he's done. He never had a losing season in his career. On the 17 years that he was starting quarterback for Pittsburgh, other than the years that he was hurt. But when he started all or majority of the seasons, he had at least an 8-8 or better record, which is pretty good.
Yep.
2 Super Bowls. I forget how many Pro Bowls. I want to say 7. I thought that sounded familiar.
How many lawsuits?
Right? How many crashed motorcycles? I mean, aside from his off-field stuff, I mean, he was a solid quarterback. Pittsburgh was always a force.
Yep.
Because of him?
For decent, was it because of him or was it because of that defense too? I mean, he was,
Defense, running game.
yeah, he was solid.
It's
He did
almost
have good
like football is a
receivers.
team sport.
Yeah, shocker. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer? I think we discussed this a couple episodes ago, but yeah, I think he's a Hall of
Yeah.
Famer now that it's official.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. I don't like wins, losses as a quarterback stat. Like,
Yeah.
Trent Dilfer, didn't he win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Like, it's a coaching stat. That's what it is. And that's why they use it a lot with Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Steelers. He's never had a losing record. Quarterbacks, like, look at Josh Allen last week talking about the Bills game. He just freaking balled out in a way a quarterback's never really done. and
9
he
touchdowns
lost.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's breaking all these postseason records, and he lost.
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't really say that's not on him. He didn't play defense for 13 seconds. But, yeah, I mean, like, he did good, and he had some really good seasons when Antonio Brown was there.
Yep.
And,
Antonio
like,
Holmes.
yeah, Hines Ward. Like, he had some good weapons, but it was always the running game with Jerome Bettis or Le'Veon Bell,
Yep.
and the defense with Palomalu.
Palomalu, Harrison.
Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they had plenty of studs. Ryan Shazier before he killed himself pretty much. But like I think like Gary, you had the draft. Now that draft is done. Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, and Big Ben.
Yep.
Which one of those 3 quarterbacks would you rather have on your team?
Yeah, I'd take Red.
You take Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
I think I'd take Phillip Rivers. I thought he
take
was
Eli.
I think Kyle.
Ooh.
Kyle's just sitting there like, please, somebody take another one so that way I don't need to be the tying vote.
I'm just thinking about that song, Apple Bottom Jeans. And like, what is it, apple bottom? Like, why not a different fruit?
Apples are tasty.
Oh,
I mean, so are peaches.
It is funny though that you say apple bottom jeans, but then we talk about asses, they're peaches.
Yeah, but peach bottom jeans sounds weird.
banana bottom jeans.
And everybody likes apples, or at least can tolerate apples.
Yeah,
Not
I love
everybody
apples.
likes peaches.
Mhm.
Kyle.
Probably Eli Manning, just because I feel like he'll bring marketing to your team too, because he's got the big name. I don't know anything about the other guys besides Ben Roethlisberger has been compared to that big clock in Britain.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. I hate it every time they freaking talk about that.
Big Ben.
Just call
Yeah,
him Big
especially
Ben.
when he had a game in London too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like, oh, Big Ben, the football player. It's like Jesus H. Shut up. Yeah, I
Could you
mean, I
imagine-
don't think there was enough distinguishing factors in between those three quarterbacks where like there's a right or wrong answer.
Right. The only thing
I think-
Phillip Rivers hadn't done was won a Super Bowl. Eli
Yeah,
and Big
because
Ben
of him?
did. No, I don't think so
I
at
was
all.
gonna say like he had some amazing offenses too.
Yeah, the
But
year
his defense,
they had the number one offense in the league, and they got bounced in the first round of the playoffs the one year.
Yep.
He had him and LT together. They're phenomenal.
Vincent Jackson, Antonio Gates. He had some Darren Sproles, Michael Turner. He had a lot of great weapons. That's like they talk about the Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen is the next Brady versus Manning. It's like, well, when you had Brady versus Manning, you also had Rivers and Big Ben in that category too, all in the AFC. If we had to put one person to one name, Mahomes is clearly Brady, and everybody else is just going to lose and hopefully get lucky.
Right. I mean, we got some up and coming stars in the AFC with. I mean,
Right. Well, that's it. It's Mahomes and Allen are the Brady and Manning, and then you got Herbert and
Joe Burrow.
Burrow,
and,
yes.
and then you still got Lamar Jackson there. He's
Leagues figured him out.
yeah, but he won an MVP.
His rookie year. What did he do after that?
He won that rookie of the year, his rookie year, and then the next year he won the MVP.
Actually, MVP. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the first 2 years he does really good, and then after that, the league figured him out.
He runs too much.
Yeah, it's RG3. RG3 won rookie of the year. Or no, Luck did, I think. Whatever it is. But he had a really good first few years, and then the league figured him out.
Hey, look at that.
When you're one trick pony.
Both of them are also Heisman winners who went on to do nothing.
Speaking of RG3 and Andrew Luck, did you guys see Andrew Luck in that pregame interview where RG3 was on the field talking to him? Like RG3 is an analyst or something now. And RG3 looked like he's ready to go, could still go play football. He's stocky, he had a nice suit on. Andrew Luck looked like he just came out of the field from farming for the day, and he looks all scrawny and skinny, like he just came out of a 10-year coma. Like, what the fuck happened? He's only been out of the league, 5 years now or 4 years now?
I remember exactly where we were.
So do I.
Yeah. Yeah, Building 9.
Building
The
9.
dog
bathrooms.
was clogging a toilet in the women's bathroom.
Ooh.
We're in an abandoned building, taking all three of us just happen to have to take shits at the same time. And
jeez.
Sean's like, well, it's abandoned, so I'm gonna go to the ladies'
Or
room.
the women's. Yeah.
And like we're all just taking shits. I forget who did it first, but they're like,
Worst part.
oh
worst part
my
was-
god!
Worst part was we didn't have service in the bathroom. As soon as I came walking out of the bathroom, I get a text message. Andrew Luck retired. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then the other big retirement after, what was it, 22 seasons?
22 years old enough to drink.
Here's a story of a lovely fella.
He's not
Yep,
lovely.
22 years. Tom Brady. If people
Who?
don't know who he is, he finally called it quits.
Fucking ass.
So
I hope they make him a cake.
I
Yeah.
think they're already decided that Roger Goodell is no longer going to be the commissioner. They're just going to give it to Brady.
Oh, good. So cheating's legal then.
Yeah, right.
Only if you really want it.
Only,
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, unless you have Bill Belichick as your coach.
I remember watching a game the first time I ever knew about Brady. It was his rookie year, and I was in. I think the restaurant was Fridays, and I honestly can't remember TGI Fridays. It was that restaurant that was in the Lockport Mall.
Garfield's.
Yeah, that's where I was eating hot chicken fingers, watching a Patriots game. It was his rookie season.
There's this restaurant called Garfield's.
Yeah, it was in the.
You don't remember it?
Mall.
Yeah. They
Did
had
they serve-
paper plate mats so you could draw on them and stuff like that.
Yeah,
crayons
used to give you
and stuff.
crayons.
They sell. Did they do Italian food?
No, it was just like bar food. I remember I really liked their mozzarella sticks.
Couldn't get
I got-
lasagna then.
That might have been like the first place I learned how to eat mozzarella sticks.
Really?
You kind of have to like have a technique to like really chew off the.
Yeah, I almost choked to death at Applebee's on a mozzarella stick.
Yeah, see?
I was given the Heimlich and everything.
Don't judge me.
Whoa.
Yeah, Rick almost died. Now who's laughing?
Yeah, don't laugh.
Mozzarella stick killed my mother. There's nothing to joke about.
I will say this though. Per Rick Stroud, I'm not really sure who that is, but I saw this posted on Twitter, confirming that Tom Brady has called the Bucs GM to inform him that he has not made up his mind about retiring or playing in 2022.
When was
for next
that?
season. This was at 3:00. We got the update at 1:30 that he was retiring.
I mean, and yeah,
Ooh.
everybody is saying he's retiring. Everybody.
Somebody
is.
jumped the gun.
The fact that
According to this,
Schefter
it is-
did.
And
I
this is
believe
reported first from Mike Silver.
Mm.
So, but this Rick Stroud tweeted out saying that Brady hasn't told the GM he hasn't informed him officially if he's retiring or not. So I don't know
Twitter.
now.
Well, if
I'm
he
on
retires,
Twitter
then-
right now, and the first video I see is from ESPN F1, and it's we'll always have Tom Brady throwing passes to Daniel Ricciardo across the Monaco Harbor. I didn't even know that happened. Matt Castle 2 hours ago can confirm that I texted Tom Brady and he didn't text me back.
Former
But
Minnesota.
yeah, this
great.
might be figured out by the time this airs, so we shouldn't spend too much time on it.
I just thought it'd be
if it's true or not.
We heard the rumor or heard the talks that he was retiring, then I saw
All
him
right,
scrolling through.
His agent sent out a text or whatever, and this was Schefter 3 hours ago. I understand the advanced speculation about Tom's future. Without getting into the accuracy or inaccuracy of what's being reported, Tom will be the only person to express his plans with complete accuracy. He knows the realities of the football business and a planning calendar as well as anybody, so that should be soon.
So
he's not
Yes.
officially retired.
So ESPN jumped the gun like they're always doing. Jesus.
Or somebody leaked it and it wasn't supposed to get leaked.
I don't know. Well, I mean, like you said, like
Adam
Schefter.
Schefter
said
said
it.
it out. Yeah.
But other
He
people
is-
had too. He was the only one. Ian Rappaport, I mean, he was the guy that broke the Antonio Brown trade to the Bills, and that didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. But that alone shows like the reports aren't the end all be all, or they can be at the moment. And then until the paperwork, because you have to do paperwork to formally retire. Until that, all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. It's not official.
Is
Go ahead.
Brady in a position to negotiate his contract?
He's got
Yeah,
another
the
year
only-
left.
Still got another year left. Yeah.
Okay.
So he
Then
still has
that's
contract.
Probably not a
But he is
sneaky
also
leak then.
44 years old.
And he also just did a documentary about his entire career.
Yeah, he did.
Like that was being released in the middle of this season. So if you ever wanted to do a farewell season, this is the way to do it too.
Mhm.
You wouldn't do like this farewell documentary and then play another season.
Right.
It's like Mariano Rivera. I remember he did his farewell season and he did really good. It was either Rivera or Jeter, one of the two. And they're just like, oh, you did so good. You want to play again? And he's like,
I can't. Oh,
Yeah.
Jake,
Jake
froze.
froze. He's got that virus. He's got some crazy side effects. Whew. How am
Yeah,
I
I mean-
facing?
It is a way to go. He's going out completely up top. He said,
Oh, you're back.
back.
Nope.
Oh, he froze again.
Damn it, Jake.
What are you downloading?
Rick does Dallas. How was Dallas, anyways?
He was just in the airport.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was in
okay.
the airport.
Did you
There,
get sunglasses?
Hey!
Hi.
I was only crying for a lot.
Oh,
Where are you downloading?
Debbie
Kyle-
Does Dallas the Revenge.
Kyle said Rick does Dallas.
it's new. There's already
It's
bootlegs.
new.
So. Apparently,
So
it
as you were
all
saying-
takes place in an airport.
Mariano Rivera retiring, and he's like, "Yeah, I kind of can't." Yeah,
Yeah, because you did so good. Once you do a farewell season, it's farewell.
that's it. Yep.
It's a dick move to be like, oh, I'm going to keep playing.
Did Tom Brady ever say it was a farewell season though?
No, and he also said he
No.
didn't want to have a farewell season too.
Oh, so yeah, he might just be AWOL.
But if you're doing
Maybe
this
he's
type
not
of
gonna
documentary,
retire.
like that's farewell as farewell gets,
Right.
Yeah.
without it being farewell.
Maybe he'll be like a player coach for a year.
Can't do that.
No,
No,
You can't?
no Jackie Moon.
No
Okay.
player owner. Player owner coach.
But yeah, say he does retire. Is there anything you want to say about his career? Like good, bad, ugly? Are you glad he existed, or did he push the
No.
game into a new direction? Would you prefer?
Yeah, he did push the game into a new direction with stricter rules.
Okay.
the one thing that I don't like, I mean, he did as far as stats goes, he did everything. He won everything. But now we've gotten to that point to where, like, I mean, and it is kind of because of Brady, but it's like, oh, well, Aaron Rodgers only has one Super Bowl. Like, he only has one. Like, winning one is insane, first off.
2 isn't good enough.
Yeah, like, it's so,
Yeah.
it's,
Eli Manning
it's-
has two.
The
so it's
bar
like-
was here, but no Tom Brady because he existed with Belichick too. The 2 went together.
Yeah.
The bar's up here.
Yeah, which I don't like because it's not. I mean, it's Tom Brady is going to be like everybody's expecting this out of Patrick Mahomes. You have no. That's just it's stupid to even think that because a Tom Brady is he's a once in a generation type of deal. You might not ever get that again. So it's like just calm the fuck down. Like at some point, I bet. I mean, in 10, 15 years, it's going to be like anything else. It's going to be looking at Tom Brady's career and, you're going to realize that it was an amazing thing. But obviously, like right now, like fucking retire. Just get out of the goddamn league because we're sick of hearing about you. So,
is he the reason a lot of the rules changed to protect the quarterback?
Yes.
I mean, yes and
The
no.
entire reason why there's a roughing the passer below the knees is because of him.
Yep.
He got hurt in Kansas City week 1 in 2008.
Yep. Blew out his knee.
And he was done for the season. So then after that they changed the rules to where if you hit a quarterback below the knees, it's a penalty.
Damn.
Forceful, even if you get knocked into the guy, you roll over in a penalty.
Yeah. And then the tuck rule.
Yeah, which there was an interview.
Is that about?
With him
The
and Charles
Vikings?
Woodson.
No, that's got nothing to do with Silence of the Lambs.
Would you
Yeah,
fuck
Charles,
me?
he had
I'd fuck me.
that fucked me. But yeah, he had an interview with Charles Woodson. He used to play against for the Raiders.
Yep.
And he even said he did a similar motion. He said it's a fumble. And Woodson's like, oh, is it? And I'm like, oh no, I mean it's a tuck.
It's a tuck rule. It's a tuck. Yep.
Not gonna go into the details of it, Kyle. So
That's fine. That's fine.
sorry.
No worries.
Was that
I-
to get
like,
them to
I
go to
was-
their first Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Their first win against.
Yeah, that
Rams?
was
The-
that was
Vinatieri kicked it.
2001.
He was a hell of a quarterback. I'm not gonna question it. It's greatest of all time. But for one, I hate him because he played against the Bills twice a year.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
did
two,
well.
like he's got multiple cases of cheating against him. And well, his organization that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Is it his fault? No. But at the same time, He was affiliated with it. So like that.
I don't know. The Spygate, I mean, yes. I mean, more along the lines, I think that's Belichick doing that. But he did take advantage of it because he threw to a touchdown to Randy Moss in triple coverage because he knew where they were going to be.
Right.
So,
I mean, you're going to tell me he didn't know what they were doing?
Oh, yeah. But
hey, we know what they're going to do because of this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a person that should be talking about this kind of stuff, but I would absolutely, if I was on the Astros in 2017, absolutely, you bang that fucking trash can, brother. Like that's me. I mean, I'll do all that shit. So I'm not, I'll advocate. Everybody cheats. Just he got caught. They got caught over and over again. But yeah, I would absolutely be doing that shit if I was on that.
So put it in your perspective. Say it was the Astros and Angels to go to the World Series, and they cheated and knocked the Angels out in the world to go to the World Series. How would you feel?
Angels should have cheated better. They didn't cheat enough.
All right.
Well, yeah, like obviously,
Touché.
like it would suck. The Angels lost, but yeah, like I would if I was on the Astros, if I was on any team, and yeah, we want to cheat. All right, let's do this. Like they're not going to take the trophy away, so you're going to get a trophy, you get a ring. It's going to be in the record books.
Yeah, but then you're tied to that being tainted. So when you tell somebody, "Oh, I was the 2017 World Series champion," oh, the cheaters, you're gonna have that towards your image.
Oh well.
That's my thing. Is I get it. Everybody cheats. I mean, the Yankees in a way do cheat. They just buy the league.
They just buy the league. Yeah.
Red Sox do it the same way. But like, I don't know if you're really like I feel like there's your small cheating that everybody does, and then there's the big stuff that like
has drastic
the Astros or the Patriots or whatever scandal you want to throw in there. That like those are the scandals that's like I just don't want to.
The Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate, I got no problem with Bounty Gate because that happens in all sports. Like they talk about the NHL, they talk about it all the time on all the hockey podcasts. How they put 100 on the board saying if you knock out Paul Correa, if you see Paul Correa going make a pass and you have a clean hit, kill him in this playoff game. I'm sure that's what he did. I'm sure they had a $100 bill on Paul Correa's name and Scott Stevens collected it. But like all sports, every physical sport, you're there to hurt those guys. So like Bounty Gate, I got no problem with Bounty Gate. You always had money attached to hurting people.
That sucks.
Whatever the coach's name is, I can't remember what his name is.
Greg Williams.
I knew it was a Williams. I was going to say Ted Williams. But
Former Bills coach.
Yeah. Like, he's not the only one that's done it. And he won't be he won't be the last one.
But yeah, it's the difference between stretching the rules, because there's no, like, maybe there is a rule, but, minorly stretching the rules versus completely circumventing them.
PSI. Like, freaking deflate gate. That's all Brady.
Yep. Yeah, that's all Brady. Because not only did he know about that, he had all the text messages and emails that he.
So that's my thing. Is they all cheated. So like I don't put as much credibility into it as did they win? Yes, but they didn't get there on their own. And as much as yards as Brady still had to make those throws, which is still really good. Like, clearly, I've seen a long list of Bills quarterbacks who can't make those throws. Like, no, that's still impressive, but he still cheated. And that's what I'll always say about him. Man, he was the greatest quarterback of all time, but he still cheated.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest quarterback of all time. He still felt like he had to cheat.
Yep.
It's always the smart kids who cheat.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Mm.
Yep.
All right. Well, he's going to be remembered either way, if he retires or not.
Oh yeah, he's going to be Joe Montana and
he's
your Michael Jordan. Your Wayne Gretzky.
He's on the Mount Rushmore of athletes.
You think they're going to do a Looney Tunes movie with him?
I hope not.
Probably not, because he doesn't play basketball.
Oh, okay. Worth a try.
Sean, you
Melon.
just gave me an idea for the Tron's chin scratchers.
All right.
Melon bottom jeans.
I know it's not. I mean, I guess we could kind of consider retirement, but we talked about last week with Rodgers losing and thinking he's done in Green Bay. So do you think he's going to retire? Or do you think he goes elsewhere?
I'm going to bet that he goes elsewhere just because he's had he's been very outspoken about how the Packers don't help him as an organization. So I'm going to bet that he goes somewhere before retiring because he's going to go somewhere and he's going to try to do what the Buccaneers did with Brady, which is get him everything he wanted, try to win a Super Bowl. I think that's going to happen with Rodgers.
He burnt that bridge. The bridge is burnt down.
Do you think Rodgers is the new modern day Peyton Manning, who does phenomenal in the regular season and then couldn't get it done in the playoffs? But Rodgers already has a Super Bowl. Took Manning a while before you got a Super Bowl. But Rodgers hasn't won one in 12 years.
Does that mean he's not cheating hard enough?
Not cheating hard enough.
Clearly.
Modern day Peyton Manning.
I mean, they played together, but Rodgers isn't playing.
Modern day Hall of Famer.
Right.
Like I get what you're saying though, because like I made comparison to Josh Allen, Mahomes to Brady Manning. It's like, oh great, Allen's Manning, and like that's a bad scenario to be in. Right. But it's not.
Phenomenal
He's
regular
still
season. Yeah.
One of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Yep.
2 times
all the
Super
stats.
Bowl. I don't think he. I mean, it's hard. It's like what Rick said though. Like Brady was winning all the championships. Yep. You only could do the Manning winning it a couple times and
by beating Brady.
Yes. Joe Flacco winning it somehow. Like it was Brady and then company. It wasn't like nobody separated.
It wasn't a battle between Brady and one other guy. It was Brady, Manning. Rodgers is in there. Big Ben.
Roethlisberger.
Yeah. You threw all those guys are in there. Oh, and Brady was there.
Kurt Warner.
Yeah, he went to 2.
Donovan McNabb. Like that was it. It was just Brady. So like I don't fault Rodgers or Manning. So yeah, I guess he is.
The only problem
now you got to face Mahomes.
Yeah.
The only problem that those guys have is that they were born the year that they were and not 20 years earlier, before Tom Brady came around. So,
right.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
On another note, I think Rodgers is going to stay. I think he's going to Denver because they just signed Green Bay's offensive coordinator as their head coach. But was that offensive coordinator good because of Rodgers, or was Rodgers good because of that offensive coordinator? Same thing with like Jacksonville wanting to sign Byron Leftwich. Was Byron Leftwich good because of Tom Brady, or was Brady had some prowess from what Leftwich was bringing to the table? I think it's, along the lines that Brady knew what he was doing and Leftwich was just learning from him. Who knows? But if it works out as him being a head coach, then so be it. But he also has the Jacksonville ties too. So, and he's a lefty.
I fucking hate Leftwich. He's a lefty. Not though,
Sean.
Well, yeah, it's like Brian Dable just left Josh Allen, so it's like, who made who? Does it really matter? Did each of them help each other? Like, only time will tell. I think Rodgers is done in Green Bay. I think he's still going to play. I think, if you want to say he's the modern day Manning, where he goes to another team and wins one, that's also the modern day Tom Brady too.
Yeah.
So I have him going to Miami. I think he's going to Miami because they're a quarterback away from being really good.
That sucks.
Go somewhere nice.
Yes, I would be so mad.
Well, either that or even if he goes to Denver too, he's still in the AFC.
Yeah, I could care less about that. We might have to play him once a year. Whatever.
Yeah, but in the playoffs
that year, I'm not too worried about it. But like,
but you'd rather do that once a year than instead of twice a season.
I think if he's going to Denver, it's not because of the offense coordinator. I think it's because of John Elway. But for two, I think in his aspect too, you've been playing in the tundra of Lambeau. Do you really want to go to Colorado?
Right?
Where they have to drive in their own trucks.
Yeah.
To the practice field.
Yeah, that's why I have Miami. I think he takes a page more out of Brady's book than Manning's book.
Yep.
I think he goes
the ladder of my career.
Brady's one of his first press conferences is like, I'm retiring here because it's nice here.
Yep.
Like Joe Thornton said that. I think it was actually not Brady. Joe Thornton said it. Like, I'm already in retirement community. This is where I'm at.
Yeah, sir, I'm gonna be.
Well, maybe not. I'm staying like maybe because he's from that area, which would be San Francisco. But I know that San Francisco told Brady no. I don't know how attached they are to Garoppolo. I don't think
they can't be too attached. They drafted that young.
I was gonna say it's not Garoppolo, it's Trey Lance that they're
or Lance. To. That's it. Yeah, that's his name.
They just invested a lot into him because they made trades to get him pretty much.
Get him, yeah, in the draft.
So I think that you make that commitment to him over as good as Rodgers is, where he's probably going to win another MVP. He's older.
Yep.
So
I think we'll go into more detail in another episode on some NFL rumors and talks. So I don't want to dive deep.
Yeah, we'll see what the official retiree pages look like and all that.
We still got 3 more weeks till tomorrow, and then the Pro Bowl, and then Super Bowl. And then after that, the season's over. Then we could speculate on who's going where and what's going on. And I'm sure we'll have a ton of information to come to the table.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody got anything else? Retirement-wise? Any other random players? I mean, Antonio Brown quit mid-game and retired. I wish I could too, Kyle.
Forget about that.
He didn't retire. Did you see he's going to play for the Ravens?
Oh, the Ravens. That's it. Yeah.
Who would trust him? Did they have like a contract if he leaves mid-game that he just doesn't get paid or something? I'm like,
probably.
Man,
I did like
another guy who should be retiring is Evander Kane, but he just got signed by Edmonton.
Yep. Yeah, and he already blew his signing bonus on betting on the Calgary game. Just kidding.
Talk about a player getting so many chances. He's got 6 chances. He's blown all of them.
Yeah,
and he's still getting chances.
He broke federal laws.
That's not good.
And they're still
he raped women in Buffalo.
And he got convicted. Yeah. Like, that's hard to do for athletes.
I don't know if he got convicted, but he just
I don't know if he got convicted or not.
He just broke federal laws and traveled to Canada when he had COVID and violated that, and he falsified a fucking COVID vaccine card.
Just so did Antonio Brown.
I mean, Antonio Brown did too, but that law isn't federal. That's a state law.
Oh, well, I thought it was going across the border.
The federal border, yes. But the falsifying a vaccination card, that's why Antonio Brown didn't get arrested. It's because it's Florida. Florida
they don't care.
No mandate.
Care about COVID. So that is a state law. California, because he was playing in San Jose, so I don't know about them. I think they're more progressive with COVID. Athletes be crazy.
Money talks.
CTE.
Yeah.
They can't spell it, but man, they can play.
Aaron Hernandez. It was so crazy that it caused him to become a murderer.
All
right.
Hanging out with the bats.
Let's move on from that. The other topic we wanted to talk about. So, what was it? Thursday? Friday? What the fuck?
Great. What a
Kyle.
You
need to iron your shirts or something
Yeah, I was thinking about if I had a Pokemon shirt or not, and I was like, I have that one with the lizard with the lighter and the cabbage frog and stuff.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
It's a cabbage frog.
Hey, look at that! I just got an update that Evander Kane scored in his debut.
And there's a little rat. There's a little rat with a battery. It's pretty cute.
It's actually a cool shirt. I like that.
Yeah,
you've had that shirt for a long time. I wish the shirt you've had that for say 6 years. I wish the shirts that I had 6 years ago still fit me.
But I remembered the shirt, and then I was like, I don't know where it is, and it was stuffed in a drawer, and so we might have an iron. I have no clue where that would be.
Steam
So,
it, put it in your bathroom when you take a shower.
If you haven't caught drift on what our next topic is, but our next topic is about the new Pokemon game that came out, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I always mispronounce it.
So Jake and I both purchased the game and been diving into it. It's to say the least, it's different than the other games. If you're used to the normal base games, it used to be where you pick your starter Pokemon, go out and battle, train them, catch the Pokemon that you want, beat the gyms, get the badges, level your Pokemon up, beat the Elite Four. And then if there's end game content to it, or go out and catch them all. Nope. The first main objective of this game, catch them all. Build the Pokedex. Give you the research. And it's not just catch one. It's, let me catch 10 of these, or beat 10 of these, or beat 10 of these, or catch 6 of these that are this size, or this variant, or this gen. It's like details. They want details, because what it is explaining in the game, it predates a lot of the other games. So essentially
hundreds of years.
Yeah. You're essentially creating the database for the Pokedex.
That's
Pokeballs
cool.
look different. Instead of being red and white, it's red and brown because they're learning how to build it.
They didn't have the color white back then.
Nope. It was. I could have made a really bad joke, but I'm not gonna.
It's hundreds of years before the first Pokemon, but it's got hundreds of Pokemon in it that aren't in the first Pokemon.
Yes, that is my biggest problem with it.
It's like Madagascar has like a very specific population, and the Galapagos Islands has a specific population.
All the other Pokemon existed, and
yes.
But what's this region though? Because this region is specific to, it's the early region of a different Pokemon game, right?
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but it's technically
they explained it a little bit.
Something that starts with an S.
Yeah, so this region in the future is already part of a Pokemon game.
Yeah,
so honestly,
it's the region of the Diamond and Pearl are based off of Sinnoh.
Are there any Pokemon in this that are
in Diamond and Pearl?
No, that are not. That are after Diamond and Pearl.
They all went extinct. Are you
like,
asking if any Pokemon went extinct?
Can you get Cyndaquil in Diamond and Pearl? Like wild Cyndaquils?
Yes. Eventually, yes.
Like that's what he's saying is the Pokemon that me and you can catch now in Arceus are the same Pokemon that you can catch in Diamond and Pearl, or are there Pokemons in Arceus that you can't catch in Diamond and Pearl?
I'm saying, are there new Pokemon like Sun and Moon that are in this? Because they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there. Honestly, one of the dumbest things about the whole Pokemon world, they have cars and shit, and they can FaceTime on computers, but they don't talk back and forth to see what Pokemon exist where. That don't make no goddamn sense.
Well, it's like you've ever seen those parody videos on YouTube or on TikTok and whatnot. It's like dumb, smart Pokemon trainers, and it's this guy walking around, or this Scyther's talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing, boss? Downloading your Pokemon or putting your Pokemon in the PC?" He's like, "No, everybody around the world puts all their Pokemon in the PC, so I'm just stealing everybody's because I just hacked the system." "Oh, aren't you going to go try and catch them all and build the database?" "No, I have this thing at my fingertips called the internet where they've already built it all already for me." I know it takes away from what the content of the game is. So
that's it. I mean,
it sounds like the gameplay is more inspired by actually a little bit of Pokemon Go, if there's more emphasis on catching, because you could go through the base games previously without, you could catch like 10 Pokemon in the whole game.
I used to catch like 4, and then
I catch 6 total.
The bottom 2 cycled, top 4 didn't.
Yeah, my bottom 2 would just be HM pigs, and the rest of them I would use to fight. So I like that they're doing this. I wish that it was like, I wish that they made a Pokemon game where you could be a trainer if you wanted to. You could do the science shit if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could be a breeder.
You could
Pokemon
create
MMO.
your own. You could create your own gym.
Like creating a Pokemon community.
Yeah, like an open world fucking Poke type deal.
My guess is this is a stepping stone to that. I think that obviously games have shown that you can do that with other games. I mean, as bad as Fallout was, like it has shown it can do that. Like those style, you can have a farmer, you can have a crafter, you can have a cook, all that stuff. But Nintendo really hasn't.
No.
Especially Game Freak.
And Pokemon, it's such it needs to hit thing. If this is like, this game has beaten previous pre-order sales. Like this is the biggest anticipated game ever. If you did that with an MMO with Pokemon,
and
you're fucked.
Yeah.
So that's like, I think that they're easing their way into it. But I agree. I think that'd be amazing, especially like, okay, like Kyle, you could be our gym leader, and Rick can be our crafter, and Sean likes farming and Arc, so he better like farming and Pokemon. Like,
he's gonna plant Bellsprouts.
Yeah, like breeder, right? Sure, like all that stuff. Like that'd be cool. I think that'd be so cool to have. Like Kyle's our gym leader, but like the three of us are to get to Kyle, like you do in all the other arenas and stuff. But that's it. Like this game doesn't have gym leaders. They don't have gyms at all. They have like Pokemon bosses. They have to beat these bosses. And,
just like really wild Pokemon?
Yeah.
They're kind of like guardians of these certain areas you have to go.
Oh, so that's what they introduced in Sun and Moon. These weird totem Pokemon, they called them. They were just big versions and guardian Pokemon type deal.
Yeah, but you still had to battle kind of like gym leaders in that.
You do have big Pokemon. You have alphas.
Yeah.
So those are around.
It's a bit,
but like you could either capture like Pikachu. You can capture 10 Pikachu. You can attack. You can kill Pikachu or faint Pikachu. So many times with this move, like each time there's a checklist, and each time you do part of that checklist, the research that goes into the Pokedex gets completed.
Yeah, it adds to the database.
That's the point. Your point isn't to catch them all; it's to complete the Pokedex. It's not to go out and battle gym leaders. It's to complete the Pokedex.
But the moment-to-moment gameplay is much different, though, right? It's like
Yeah,
third person. You're not on a grid anymore.
I want everybody to know the last Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Gold.
It hasn't changed much since
So
then,
it's
to be honest.
3D.
Yeah.
Jake's blown away.
I can go diagonally.
Yeah, instead of just going.
I can jump on my own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a special ability to jump over objects or anything. It's just you just do it. But yeah, so
I can jump when I'm riding a Pokemon or by myself.
You can ride
That's
Pokemon
cool.
now.
Whoa.
Yes, yeah. There's no bikes. You ride a deer, and on the deer you can jump and run.
A deer Pokemon, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, this is the first Pokemon that has that type of gameplay. They've all been, as to my knowledge, they've all been like the top down, maybe with a 3D sprite and 3D Pokemon, but they've all been top down. You move on a grid, and you can only move up, down, left, right, and
the newer games
turn-based battling.
Yeah,
where
newer games,
catching a Pokemon is just clicking a button to throw a Pokeball. You don't.
Oh my god! Fuck Pokeballs, man. Like, you want to compare it to Pokemon Go, which I gave up on Pokemon Go about 30 seconds after I downloaded it. But from what I've heard, it's similar to Pokemon Go, where I have just randomly thrown Pokeballs at fucking rocks. And, like, you just lose your Pokeball. So, like, it sucks.
That's how AU Pikachu was. Or Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee was like Pokemon Go also.
So, when you're walking around, your menu is you can either have it out where you have, like, a ball to throw or, like, a berry. Or your other menu is you throw a Pokemon, because like you can throw a Pokemon at a tree to get berries, and the Pokemon will get you berries. You can throw it at a rock, and it'll get you gems or whatever.
Yep.
Like I threw it at a rock wall, and it used Rock Smash, and I got like a lot of. You get experience too. That Pokemon that does that task for you, a lot of experience. So yeah, so like I'm just running around, and like I want to throw my Cyndaquil at a tree to get berries. And well, there goes a Pokeball. Fuck, I forgot to change menus. Like, it just sucks.
Okay.
It's fun. Like, there's one task where, like, the mission is an early mission, but I still haven't done it yet, where you have to get this one Pokemon at a certain height. I have 15 of this one Pokemon, because it hasn't reached that height yet. And
Is
it's
it-
like it needs to be 2'8", and all of them are like 2'6", 2'4". I have one that's 1'6".
I'm
It's
wondering
like,
if
It's 2-8 on a good day.
I'm wondering if we got to get him the alpha because I've seen an alpha of him.
I saw the evolved form. That's the alpha.
Okay.
I beat him because it's like, oh, he's evolved. I don't really fucking care about him.
Okay.
But
Is there a starter?
It's fun. Yeah, you have 3 starters. One's
Yep.
Cyndaquil, and the other 2 I don't know.
Yep. Roll it and
So
Ocelot.
Okay.
Yep. Roulette is as Ricky asked if there was ones from Sun and Moon. Yes, that's one of the starters from Sun and Moon, and the other guy is from X and Y. They're from
Okay.
all 3 different games.
That's kind of neat, I guess. And can you still only hold 6 Pokemon?
Yes.
Yes. And
Okay.
then it doesn't go into like a whatever, because there's no
PC.
Pokemon Center. Yeah, it doesn't go into a PC. It goes into a pasture.
Yep.
They're just
Like how like the
daycare.
daycare was.
Okay.
So you go there and you got 30 of one Pokemon if you had caught 30 of one Pokemon running around.
Pretty fucking close.
Okay.
Got a lot of Bidoofs.
And
So
I've
many
also
fucking Bidoofs.
gathered that you can get attacked rather than like
Yes.
when you get attacked by a Pokemon, it's not automatically you throw out a Pokemon.
No.
You can black out.
I
You
got-
drown.
Yep.
Don't go to water.
Don't go in the water.
Oh
So you
jeez.
get the
If
ability
you
to
drown,
swim.
if you block out, oh, is there ability to swim?
I'm assuming
On a Pokemon.
the
Yeah, on a
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah,
the
right.
Little surf. Yeah.
But
Surf's up, bro.
if you black out, you lose stuff.
Yeah, you drop items.
Fucking lost a rare candy the first time. I was so pissed
Oh
off.
man.
I wasn't paying attention because I was doing something. And I was talking to Jake or looking at my phone, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Oh, you blacked out because you got attacked by a random Shinx," and then it's like, "Oh, you dropped all these items. What the fuck?"
Yeah, sucks.
Or I was fighting an alpha and all my Pokemon died. How it used to be, if all your Pokemon died, you blacked out and
Start back at home.
So yeah, no, this you have to run, literally sprint yourself. Otherwise, you get attacked by this alpha and they'll do damage to you.
Yeah, so like, you know, again, I last game I played was cold. I'm walking around the grass and sometimes it's like, and then you got like, oh, there's a wild Pidgey up here. But like this is like you see that wild Pidgey.
Yeah.
And like if the Pokemon is hostile, it will attack you, and either you can run away from it, and it'll only chase you for a little bit, and if you get out of its like zone, it will just
An
kind of leave you
aggro
alone.
zone.
Yeah. Or some are afraid where it'll just you have to sneak up on it to catch it.
Okay.
So like it's nice in the aspect like if you wanted to avoid Pokemon battles, you could just avoid Pokemon battles. Or it's frustrating because like the real passive Pokemon, like you have to be sneaky. You just throw a Pokeball and you catch it. You don't have to battle it to catch it. And that's like a weird aspect for me. Like I had to battle every Pokemon to be able to get. I had to get its health bar to really low to get it. This is like I'm catching Pokemon at full health. I'm catching Pokemon without even being in a battle with it.
Yep.
Like it's
Okay.
definitely different. But like I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, it sounds like the gameplay is more focused on understanding Pokemon behaviors and taking
Yeah.
advantage of it, and also exploration probably.
Right. Crafting, like you build your own Pokeballs, you
Oh,
build your own
neat.
potions, your super potions, stuff like that. It is definitely built on the fact that they just had the Pokemon world doesn't have a relationship between humans and Pokemon. They're still scared of it. They call them monsters and stuff like that. And as
okay.
I mean, I'm still in the very beginning. I at least feel like it. I mean, I got my one Pokemon, I Kulava up to 30 today.
Nice.
Like they're starting to understand like you work together.
Okay.
But it's just so much fucking dialogue. Holy shit. I have probably played the game in 4 hours, and it's been about 2.5 hours worth of dialogue. And I really wish I was over exaggerating. I'm not.
Oh
Nope.
man.
That's how that
Cutscenes,
was. Yeah.
stupid.
That was
Is it
my
like
major hang up with Sun was that there was, and it's. I mean, I've played lots of Pokemon games, and Sun, I was like, why is there so much talking?
Mhm.
and there's just so much talking.
Is it like
Yeah, 'cause
character drama and stuff, or is it just exposition about?
No,
I'll
what's
put it this
going
way:
on?
Backstory.
I don't know anymore because I don't fucking read it anymore.
It's
I just skip
backstory
through it
about
all,
the-
and then
the
I
game.
go through my mission, and be like, all right, what do I have to do?
My God. So-
At first, it's like, okay, I'll fucking read it and all that shit. But now it's just like, all right, I get it. I fucking, spoiler alert, you fall out of the sky. And they mention it about 30 times. Oh, insert your name here. You fell out of the sky. Next person you see, oh my God, I heard about you. You fell out of the sky. You're at lunch
you came
because they
through
fucking love
a
the
warp.
Wallflower, which is a restaurant that you eat at, and you have like fucking potatoes or whatever. Oh, hey, you're back at it. Remember when you fell out of the sky? Like, shut up, dude.
It's a small town. News
It
gets
is
around.
actually.
It's a very small town.
Stupid.
On that note, too, this town, Jubilife Town, is later on becomes a city called Jubilife City
Ooh.
in Sinnoh, sorry, which is the region that Diamond and Pearl are based off of. Which brings me to the next thing that I was going to talk about. The remakes for Diamond and Pearl came out December,
Do you remember?
but they
That was December.
remade the original Diamond and Pearl games that were for the Game Boy or the Nintendo DS, and now they're on the Switch. But it's just the updated graphics and a little bit more content added to it and stuff, and just different aspects to the game. Still pretty much the same premise of the original games: catch them all, get the Pokemon, beat the trainers, beat the gyms, beat the Elite Four. And then they add a lot of the newer games or the remake games. They added post-game stuff to them for certain things, so you could catch certain Pokemon or do certain things or be able to go do certain stuff. So, but I mean, overall, I like that game. I mean, it has the playthrough ability or the replay ability,
Okay.
like the other ones where you can do it again. So
So they have a more classic experience available if you prefer that.
yes, I've already
Okay.
beat Diamond and Pearl, the new ones twice.
Jeez. All right.
I will say, like, the talking is my biggest drawback, but another one is, like, you don't have a rival like you do in all the other Pokemon games. I like the gym battles, the Elite Four. Like, I like that kind of aspect where this is just like, oh, hey, do you mind battling me so that way me and my Pokemon can be stronger together? And, like, out of every, say you get, I'm only 6 main missions in, I'm maybe doing that twice a main mission. Besides, like, so you're not having trainer to trainer battles. It's more alphas and wild Pokemon battles. So like,
Okay.
I like battling against trainers. And also the Pokemon are weaker. Like, I was playing against, all right, my Quilava at that point was a level 27. And I was battling a level 3. Guy who did a quick attack and took 40 HP off of me. It's like, what? I am 13 times your level. And you're going to do a third of my HP?
Oof.
I was fucking infuriated at that point.
Yeah, that's a lot of weird challenge.
Yeah, it's like
That's
if
interesting.
level 3 did that to level 26 or whatever, in any other game, you'd do like 2 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
if an attack at all.
It took a chunk off. I was like, holy shit.
Mm,
I was mad at that.
mm. Is the battling different too then?
No, still
Similar.
RPG.
It's still turn-based.
Yes. And also your Pokemon, you automatically have experience share. So like all your Pokemon in your party get experience after the battle.
Okay, cool.
So
Sounds
yeah,
interesting.
like my party's in the mid-20s and up.
Cool.
Even though I really only use one Pokemon.
Okay. But yeah, so I know you guys haven't beat it yet, but what are your thoughts so far on the
I beat it
quality?
every time she tells me no.
Ew.
Fuck this, I'm jerking off.
Dark fruit bottom jeans.
I don't.
Peach bottom jeans.
I don't mind it. To be honest, I like the original style because I've played the original style and I've played the original forever. I've played Pokemon since I was 9 years old, and still go back and can play the original games like they were nothing. Like, technically, if you really wanted, you in the original game, you have so many different options and combinations of what Pokemon you can use as your starters and what Pokemon you're going to build your team around. You can focus on doing this set of trainers or this set of Pokemon or this set of this type. Now it's just like, all right, I'm just going to catch a Pokemon and build a database. And all the other games, you know how many times I've completed the Pokedex ever in my life?
Never.
Never.
I remember the one Gold I finished to the point where, like, was it 250?
Yeah, 251.
I think I had 189, and I was like, because I was actually like working at it, and then it's like, this is so boring.
In all the other games, toward the later on, like after like the first generation of Pokemon came out, and you got Gold and Silver, it got the option to get what was called the National Pokedex. You had to do a certain thing up to that point to get it unlocked. I think it had to be like catch 100 Pokemon or see 100 Pokemon. For the new Diamond and Pearl one, the remastered there, the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the ability to get the National Pokedex, you had to see all the Pokemon in that region. You had to see all 150 from the region that you're in, even to unlock the National Pokedex.
Damn.
I'd never done that before. I'd just done that for the first time ever. But I didn't catch them all, but I'd seen them. But I've never completed it. I've never filled it. Well, not only that, you have the ability where some games, the Pokemon weren't even in that game.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to go trade a fucking Growlithe to blue or a Vulpix to red because they weren't in the game, or a Sandshrew or whatever the other ones there were. But I never really completed the Pokedex. I built my team on what I needed, on how I could beat all the trainers and the gym leaders and the Elite Four. And that was it. And then to the aspect, some of the games after you're like in Yellow or Gold and Silver, after you beat the gym leaders, you had the ability to go back and fight the gym leaders from the original games. It's pretty cool. Or later games, you got this thing called a Versus Seeker. So after you beat a trainer, later on down the line, you could talk to them with a Versus Seeker, and you could fight them again. Or in the new Diamond and Pearl, after you beat the Elite Four and get the National Dex, you could go and refight all the gym leaders again if you want. But they're all stronger each time. You could also do that same thing with the Elite Four. Go back and fight the Elite Four and with stronger Pokemon this time. Now it's just like, I'm just, filling a Pokedex, something that I never did.
Yeah. Well, there might be, you might not have to finish it, and it might be more end game battles too.
You do have to do a lot, though.
Yeah.
So basically, the way this story is, because I was thinking the same thing and I had to remind myself, is when you go into a new level, you have to have your Pokedex basically to a certain extent, because then if you have your Pokedex to a certain level, you get rankings, just star rankings.
Okay.
And if you to get to this new level, so like I'm only into the second level, I had to have a 2-star ranking. So like you do to a certain extent. You don't have to necessarily catch them all, but you do have to work at your Pokedex.
Yeah.
Whether that's catching them, whether that's training them, whether that's beating them, whatever. But yeah, you eventually have to.
But you brought up the point, Jake, after you had talked to the person that ranks you up. You're like, oh, good thing I did that, because now the Pokemon will listen to me up to level 30. How it used to be after
the star ranking also. Yeah, the star ranking also not only gets you to the new regions, but it also gets you to higher Pokemon.
Yep, and your Pokemon will listen to you if they're higher levels. So that's like how it used to be when you got the gyms. Oh, your Pokemon will listen to you up to this level now. So.
Okay.
So yeah, like, do you have to catch them all? Which I don't even know how many there are. No, but you do have to work at your Pokedex to a certain extent.
Okay. But yeah,
so
Sean,
I agree with Sean. I think that the previous gameplay is ideal for me, and maybe that's because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. It's just the dialogue really kills it a lot of time.
I agree.
And it's not like before. All right, we'll go all. Yeah. So go ahead. you could walk from Pallet Town all the way to the Elite Four. This, it's like, to get into the region, you have to like fast travel.
loading screen. Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah,
bunch of
there's a
like hub
lot-
or a bunch of worlds rather than
Yeah, it's
Just-
not like a giant map how it used to be.
Right. And that
Okay.
it bothers me too. So like,
I agree.
is it
I'm not a huge
perfect?
fan.
No, not even close. But it still is good and it's fun. Gameplay's fun. Graphics are good. I'll keep playing it, but it's not what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just happy because I'm further than my brother-in-law, and he's really jealous.
If you are interested in playing the original style, Jake, Diamond, and Pearl are based along the original style, so they're still.
Yeah, what is Sean? Is that your favorite of the OG style
franchises?
where the gym battles and stuff?
Nope.
What's your favorite then?
My favorite are Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby. They are the remakes for Sapphire and Ruby. Yep.
Oh, okay.
They were for the DS. I still play them to this day. But it's which is the
DS
third
is hard to get
generation
now.
Pokemon. Third generation Pokemon.
Yep.
Just remastered for that, which is fun. So I still play those. They added more content to those games from the original Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. They kind of combined Emerald's aspect of stuff in the end game stuff for Ruby and Sapphire, Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire.
Oh, neat. Okay. So you get more challenges.
Yep. But yeah, I do enjoy those. They're fun.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes,
for the Switch aspect, I'd have to say Diamond and Pearl, or the new Diamond and Pearl are better. The Sword and Shield were all right, but it was just too much. It was, I guess you could say it was like kind of based like it was in England, so it felt like everything was like soccer stylish and battling in these stupid big arenas with giant Pokemon. The wild area was cool. It's like what Jake and I are doing now, walking around, and the Pokemon are just randomly walking around. But you battled them. You didn't throw Pokeballs at them. But you had the ability that on certain days and day and night, only certain Pokemon showed up in this area. In different areas of the wild area, it was raining. In one area, it was snowing. Another area, it was a desert. So that was cool. And they added content to that too. That was expansion pack stuff. But yeah, I mean, that shit was too gimmicky for me. For these giant Pokemon in the arenas. The other thing about the giant Pokemon, when you fought in the wild land, you could have your teammates or have friends or somebody join you to help destroy the Pokemon with the ability to catch them. But other than that, it wasn't like you in the wild area, you could connect to the internet and you could run around and see people there, but you couldn't do anything with them.
Oh.
You could talk to them, and then maybe every once in a while, like random people, you talk to them, and they would give you like an item toward your base camp to cook food for your Pokemon. But I couldn't talk to this person and ask them if they wanted to trade or battle or anything like that. So I'm like, well, what's the point of making this the ability for everybody to be in this world? So
yeah,
that's my thing. I wish that they had like a 50-person server. So like, you don't do anything extensive. You just do like.
I wish there was a server of like World of War or World of Warcraft where everybody's here and everybody could see converging in a town, or you could see out them running around in the field doing stuff. But like if there were certain battles, like a gym battle or something, they're not going to be interfering. Like how would you do like a dungeon or?
Yeah, I think a house Fallout 76 was supposed to be like, like you had a server. You could battle other people. You could battle the NPCs or whatever, like the stories. I mean, you could also have like your own little community.
Yep.
Like that's how I hope it does become. It is not there yet. I can honestly say that. But I hope this is one of the last few steps to get to that point. There's no reason not to at this point.
But I've been hearing all these reviews and I've watched all these videos before I bought it. And there's these people that are all like, "Oh, the replayability of this game is 10 out of 10." And why the fuck do I want to go build a Pokedex again?
Yeah,
the
that's
same
my
thing over again.
Yeah,
that's my thing. I've already wondered that with playing these. Like, man, once I beat it, I could really care less.
Right.
Did it come out yesterday?
Some people had the ability to get it early.
Okay.
A lot of streamers or a lot of people that do reviews and stuff on YouTube get early access to a lot of games.
It was one of the best reviewed games, period.
Okay.
But it's like I was saying, like with the original blue and red, like I could replay those now with different sets of Pokemon and to do different, still complete the task. But this, okay. Oh, I got to go catch 10 Bidoofs. I feel like I've done this before. Oh, I got to go beat all these crickets. Oh man, I feel like I've done that before. Like,
well, that's like gold. Like I got fucking 30 different Pokemon that were level 99. But that's because I enjoyed playing the game. Where this is like, I don't know. It's just kind of stupid. Like, all right, why is this level 2 being this aggressive to me? It's like, all right, yeah, go ahead. There is a fucking level 99 Typhlosion. Have fun at it, level 2. But the way this game's set up, level 2 might beat me, apparently.
right. It's
Any
not
given
very
day.
balanced.
It's not. My Pokemon have fainted. I've used Revive more than I've ever used.
Yes,
I've
especially
used
the fact
the-
of no Pokemon centers.
Yeah, but there's so many other. So after every battle you do, they heal your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like the
Every
big things
trainer
in the
battle.
story, yeah. The trainer battle. So every like big thing in the story mission, like your Pokemon get healed. So like, but it's just your Pokemon are dying, especially Cynical is my starter. He fainted the most. Like they just, I don't know if they're really nerfed the Pokemon or something like that, but like it just, I don't know. Like I said, I've played this game for a total of a few hours, and in the few hours, I've used Revive more than I have ever used in Red or Gold combined.
Oh, I use Revives all the time.
I had that thought. I bought because my favorites are Ruby and Sapphire, the original. I bought the remakes, and I saw it in the remakes where I had it was a water Pokemon, and he was several levels higher than I was fighting either a rock or a fire Pokemon, and I had to do multiple water attacks on it because like it would do a lot of damage, but it wasn't like
That's
typically.
effective.
Yeah, like typically, if you were several levels higher and you were using water on fire, it would be almost a one hit,
Instant.
one kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I noticed that in the remake for Ruby and
Yeah.
Sapphire that they nerfed everybody to make them almost to try to make all the Pokemon more equal.
Right.
Yeah. Which
It's
they also
I don't-
stupid.
they also did that, but a lot of the like the original games, there were certain Pokemon that not only were they meta, but some of their attacks were considered meta that pretty much one hit killed a lot of stuff. Like in the one game, there was this Pokemon, it was called Talonflame. You did this attack flame charge, regardless if it was a fire Pokemon he was fighting or whatnot, it was a one hit kill. The next generation of game, when that Pokemon was in it, they nerfed him and he wasn't as strong or wasn't as effective on any Pokemon. So same thing with like, I know you remember you telling me that Mudkip and Marsh Stomp were great and used to do Mud Shot. And then in the newer games and Ruby and Sapphire, Mud Shot was still a good attack, but it wasn't like instant. It didn't dominate them like it would before. So.
Yeah, my Mud Shot was it? Yeah, it was Mud Shot, not Mud Slap. But yeah, Mud Shot, I would one hit kill more than 50% of what I was fighting with that guy. And then in this one, it's like, this fucking move blows cock. It sucked in the remake.
They made it more along that you had to actually pay attention to types and stuff.
Yeah.
But now, like, yeah, in closing, for me, this is far from a perfect Pokemon game. It takes steps forward. It took steps forward in certain aspects, and it took steps backwards in others.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable game, and the best way to enjoy it is to try to do it as its brand new game.
Yeah.
Instead of comparing it to Gold and Red for me.
Play like you've never played Pokemon before.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to go into it with an open mind. Having a very hard time, but
Yes. Like
for somebody that's played Pokemon religiously.
Yeah.
Like I like evolving my Pokemon. So like right now my main mission is to get a fucking Typhlosion. So like that's my main thing. I'm almost there.
Even with that though, I mean honestly, they're all gaining XP, so it's not even like you saying that you had multiple Pokemon that were level 99. It was you had to use them all for that. Where this, it's like no. If you want all your Pokemon to be 99, just you can use one and shift out 5 of them at a time.
I mean, let's be honest. We all did it. We went to the Elite Four. We went out there with our weak ass Pokemon that immediately changed it to our level 99. gave it that free
Oh, yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't necessarily. It was a grind, but it wasn't as slow of a grind as your first 99.
So the original games, you didn't have the thing called experience share. In Gold and Silver, they introduced it where you could attach it to another Pokemon. It was an item that they held, and it was only the Pokemon that you were using in battle and the Pokemon that had the experience share. Then later on down the game.
But now too, because they changed it when they originally had the experience share, your Pokemon fighting only got half experience as well. So it's like it divvied it up half and half. Where now it's your main Pokemon gets all of it, and then your backup Pokemon get like 50% or
I like to think that the backup Pokemon are all watching and taking notes. And you're like, oh, that's how.
But
there's actually a video on that. That's on another.
In the other games, when you got the experience share that affected all the Pokemon, you could turn it off. You used to be able to turn it off if you wanted. Now it's just on all the time, which I don't really care for that because I like to, maybe I just want to go out there and run with one Pokemon. And so if I really wanted to do that, I guess I'm throwing all of the Pokemon in the fucking box and running with one Pokemon then if I want to just build one. But
yeah, I mean, why? I get what you're saying. I do like it because it's like not all my Pokemon I like equally. They're not my kids. So it's like, oh, this Pokemon that like a water type. I'm not a big water type person, but like him getting stronger, me not having to use them, but keeping them for when I do need them. Is
I agree.
But like I do agree with you. Like I like evolving. Where like I was playing last night with Sean and I didn't have any, and then it took like 3 battles, and all of a sudden I had like 4 evolutions, and I only used 1 Pokemon. So like what it is battles, your main Pokemon gets bulk of it, and then your other 5 get a share of it. But like when you're doing like scavenging, you're only using 1 Pokemon. You can change it. You can change what Pokemon you're using. But if you're using Cyndaquil, only Cyndaquil is getting that experience. He's not sharing the experience.
Yeah, he only gets the experience or the XP for sharing. Or
catching Pokemon also gets you experience. So it's
that's recently been introduced too in the last few games.
That makes sense. I hated.
Yes, because it's like, oh fuck yeah, Cyndaquil, you almost killed him, but it doesn't matter. Let's keep walking.
You didn't learn anything while you battled this person very carefully. It's like the Aztecs. They were really good warriors, but they didn't kill their enemies. They captured them, and it's harder to do that. So they gained a lot of experience. It's just they should gain more experience for that.
Yep.
And then they don't do Pokemon sacrifices though. So
fortunately, it's like that. They should.
I haven't beaten the game.
They should have that in Pokemon, which I mean goes back to what Kyle was saying. I should be able to fish up a whole bunch of fucking Magikarp and Sea Kings and whatever the fuck else is in the water and take them to a shop, fucking turn them into sushi. I want that in my Pokemon game. They eat Pokemon in Pokemon Land. Like I should be able to do that.
Everyone's a vegetarian. They only
I want a sushi shop.
They eat a lot of rice.
Yeah, it was always rice.
A lot of rice and bread.
Rice cakes.
I just have one question. Sean, have you ever heard of a Nuzlocke run?
I have. They're interesting.
Sexual position?
No, it's like a set of rules you can add to like a Pokemon game like Gold or whatever. And it's like if your Pokemon faints, you're done. Yeah. You can't use that Pokemon, and you can only catch like 2 or 3 Pokemon per area you go to. Yeah.
There's also
it's a lot more of a challenge.
Yeah, or there's other ones where people do like emulators where there's the 3 random Pokemon. There's 3 starter Pokemon or 3 randoms, and then they do Nuzlocks to those and stuff too. But a lot of people doing Nuzlocks. A lot of people, the new thing too that Jake found out today. So I'm not sure if you knew before about shiny Pokemon. So there's this new, not new, but it's been in the game since Gold and Silver, to be honest. With Red Gyarados, he's considered technically a shiny Pokemon.
Yeah,
but it's a certain drop rate, so people do a lot of these soft resets, so they have the ability to see a Pokemon and it shows up shiny. You have the ability to try and catch that because everybody wants to get a shiny because they're just different colors. When they evolve, they're also another different color than the basic one that you're used to.
Scarcity.
Yep, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
I don't
All right.
think that doesn't intrigue
Bragging
me that
rights.
much.
Yeah.
Dragon rights.
Yep, that's all I got for that.
All right, we got food coming, so we kind of gotta we can scoot through the next segments. And welcome to the first ever Kyle's Reddit Roundup. Yeehaw!
Mhm.
Can I get a yeehaw?
Yeah.
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 I was not
Alright.
expecting that.
Yeehaw! I don't know how to do it, but anyway. But yeah,
My
so
abs hurt. I can't laugh that hard. I have COVID.
all right. So I don't know if we'll do this every time, but just if something catches my interest on Reddit, I'm addicted to Reddit. I use it way too much, probably.
It's got good
Well,
porn
Kyle,
on there.
I could tell you this, Kyle. We won't do it when you're not here.
That's fair. All right.
Unless we want to add porn.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Jesus.
just interesting stories, drama, whatever. All right, this week though, you may have heard about an anti-work mod going to an interview. Okay, so you haven't then. So there's this.
We're not on Reddit.
Do you guys want me to just briefly describe Reddit? Yeah, I will. It's like a forum website where there's a bunch of topics that people discuss, and you have to like sign up to follow that topic, and then you can just post about it. And there's moderators that say, is this on topic? Is this racist? And they can remove posts and stuff. So there's a subreddit called Anti-Work that recently got up to over 1,600,000 subscribers. So it's a really big subreddit. A lot of people are interested in it. It started out that it was just people who hate work. They're like, I don't want to work. I'm lazy, whatever. That's fine. But it more recently became a movement for like workers' rights, like pro-union, against working harassment and bad management and stuff. I'm not here to discuss that, but Fox News interviewed a moderator from that subreddit, and they did awful. They had crappy hair, a crappy camera, bad lighting. Their apartment was messy. It was not good. They got made fun of basically on live TV on Fox News, one of the biggest networks. And a lot of people on the anti-work subreddit were pissed, and they ended up closing down the subreddit. So they were like, we're getting a lot of hate for this interview we did that was really bad taste. It made the movement look awful. For example, I'll give you some highlights. During the interview, the interviewer asked, abolish work is the person they interviewed, what they did for work. And they said, I walk dogs. So this person who walks dogs is talking about never working again, and talking about how laziness is a virtue. And if they didn't work, they would be a philosophy teacher instead.
It's called
really,
working.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was a really bad interview. It's really cringy. It's like 3 minutes. And by the end, the interview is literally laughing at abolish work. And you can tell Fox News is like, we're going to make fun of this person. It's going to be a funny little piece, and it's going to just
You may not agree with Fox News a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was funny.
Nobody's arguing against them now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but so the everyone though, a million subscribers that are like unions and pro work rights and stuff are pissed, and they're like harassing the mods and stuff, and they're like, why did you let this person do the interview? This person who is self-described as autistic, trans, and also has admitted to sexual harassment was the person they decided to represent over 1 million subscribers. So
Sounds
it
like
didn't go well.
good advice.
So there's 1 million subscribers. These all people they just don't want to ever work anymore.
Yeah, I'm confused on the purpose of this.
They just don't work. I mean, you're not going to get money, but
right.
Yeah.
So they
But that's
don't
what
want to
they want,
work,
those-
but they
they
want
just-
to succeed in society.
Yeah, well, like I said, it used to be that way, but now it's like there's a lot of redundant work. Like robots and stuff can take over some, but and automation is an issue. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole big can of worms. But it's mostly now about how
robots suck.
It's
The
about
three of us work in those type of fields.
yeah, our jobs aren't going to.
We
be
don't
here in
have to
40
get into
years.
it. We live in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
robots are going to put us out of business.
but
They already
shouldn't,
are.
Shouldn't society prepare for that? But it's
I mean,
not.
well,
There's
yeah,
no-
like having like at some point it's going to be because you already have the issue now where there's not as many jobs as people, and yeah, at some point because you're going to have all this automated jobs, robots doing stupid thing, delivering packages. I mean, fuck, didn't you watch that movie I, Robot? In the opening, it's a FedEx robot delivering packages. At some point, that's
Well,
going to
yeah,
be real.
You got the fucking Amazon drones and the Amazon fucking little bots that are driving down the street and shit.
Yeah, so at some point, yeah, you're going to have to figure out how are people going to live and afford anything without having a job simply because there aren't jobs.
Yeah.
So that subreddit isn't necessarily that they don't want to work. There's just
they want workers'
individuals.
rights. They want people to not have to throw their lives away for minimum wage, and they want to, make things more sustainable for workers, basically, and address a lot of issues. It's a complicated issue. This person did not take a very nuanced view when they went on for this interview.
It's not enough time in the world to explain or defend that view, and unfortunately, as that view is, it will never win.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, more power to them.
Yeah. Except now that's a big thing that everyone who saw that interview is going to think the movement is pathetic because that interview was pathetic, and everyone on the subreddit is pissed, and they went private, and it's just a whole issue.
Unfortunately, and I'm not going to specify any movements, but one bag of the egg that is affiliated with that one movement ruins movements.
Mm-hmm.
It resets everything. Yeah. You have to restart everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I think
there have been tons over the history of mankind, and it's only a few have been able to get past it and succeed. And those are the ones we read about in history books and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's fair.
Again, more power to them. I'm not saying that they're wrong.
And it's a lot easier to say I'm a part of this movement by typing it than actually doing stuff.
Right. They're called keyboard warriors.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to put your name and your life in front of it all. It's a lot easier to do it behind a keyboard and when you're anonymous. Yeah, good for them. Good luck to them.
Yeah,
they really need it, and just like any movement is an uphill battle.
Yeah, I believe
this one's a really steep one.
They're trying to rebrand it, as far as I know, to work reform, which is a lot more appetizing, more palatable than anti-work, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree with that. It just seems like they're trying to do the work of a union without being affiliated with a union. Yeah. And like that just... Unions to me fail, period. I don't think that they're all that great. I have my opinions on them. I'm not going to go into it because I currently am in one. But if you're going to work as an entity of one and you're not affiliated with one, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also they had the terrible representative that's going to be forever the representative in people's minds. That's
stupid. Oh, that's the problem with having so much anonymity or whatever the fucking word is, because I can't speak COVID brain. That's what I'll go with. Is if you have all these random people, how are you to know who is
the true leader?
Yeah, that or who has a sense of it all to actually be able to sit in front of a camera.
Who's going to take a shower before the interview?
I didn't shower.
No,
I take
probably
showers
not.
I take multiple showers a day. I average 2 showers a day in my life.
Damn.
Probably over 2 showers a day. One day I took 4 showers in 24 hours.
That's a lot.
I had
my skin would fall off. My skin would fall off if I did that.
I'm not allowed in our bed if I don't shower after work.
Okay, that's fair.
And I have to wake up every morning with a shower too. So
okay. But yeah. Just thought that would be interesting. And thank you for listening to
I like it. I think that's a fun topic. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt your
okay.
outro.
That's
But,
fine.
like-
Any closing thoughts?
That's a complete 180 for some of the questions that I will be asking.
All right. All right.
No,
Well,
I
thank
just
you for
think
joining.
I think it's hilarious that happened, that they let that happen, that
Mm-hmm.
it got
Yeah.
such
Yeah.
traction that it was huge, that the community came together and had this subreddit of all these ideas and comments, and then we're going to send some random guy that, oh yeah, I'm part of this movement, let me go on here, and then have no opinion or nothing to do about it, or nothing really factual or insightful to throw toward the movement.
Mm-hmm. It's
But-
pretty bad.
I'm glad our show doesn't get a lot of views. Isn't that what's wrong with unions? Like,
Oh yeah.
we're all brothers and sisters, but we're gonna have one person speak for everybody.
Mm.
Like, well, then we're not all brothers and sisters.
No.
Because that one person doesn't share the same views that I do, or the same future that I do, or same predictions that I do. Like, that just shows how unorganized they were. They might have had a great goal and vision, but because of one bad decision, that's all it takes, of a spokesperson.
Yep.
Mm.
Like, it just shows, like, for one, that's to me unions. Like, they're not a union, but they're kind of working as one, and that's why I'm affiliating them as their own. But that's how they are. I mean, we've been through contracts. Like, this person's fighting for our stuff. Well, he doesn't know what I want.
Mm.
He knows what mass majority wants, or what he wants, and he's speaking for that.
Yeah. Well, this person got fired in that case.
Yeah, I can't imagine
Fired.
he's going anywhere in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for him.
They're gonna walk dogs, But yeah. All right. Thank you for joining me on Reddit. For joining me on Kyle's Reddit Roundup. Yeehaw!
Yeah,
I like that segment, Kyle. That was good.
I do too. I want that to keep happening.
All
Right?
right.
I
That's like
it.
the one time we can at least sound like we know what we're talking about, instead of
Yeah.
just being complete idiots that's just drinking beer in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's journalism. It's very lazy journalism because I'm just reading posts on Reddit. But yeah.
Somebody else is doing the work for you.
Yeah.
That's called taking an initiative.
Yeah.
Delegating. I
Yeah,
delegated.
delegated. Yep. Good
Leadership
job, Kyle.
qualities. You
Mhm.
can use
You're-
this on
you're-
a resume.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I delegated someone to do my research for me that I stole.
Yeah. Well, let's leave the stole part out.
Mhm.
I borrowed.
Yeah. I just plagiarized.
Yeah, if you want to
Well, we can't use legal terms, Sean.
You can't say stole and then change it to plagiarize because
That's the same thing.
how about we cite then? If you want to
See,
learn more,
Sean would be
go
that
to-
person that's in front of Fox News for us.
So my segment's called Sean's Chin Scratchers.
Yeah.
You don't have a chin.
That's
Well,
the joke.
I plagiarized a chin.
oh my god. But yeah, let me cite then some things. There's a subreddit called R Anti-Work you can find for information, or R Work Reform, and subreddit drama is also a source I used. R subreddit drama. So we're good. Didn't steal now.
All right.
Hey, we aren't weeks of our lives. We don't give a fuck.
If that's the case, then all the questions in Sean's chin scratchers are fucking bad.
They're
I
cited.
steal
I was
those-
gonna say,
I take those.
I
bitches
remember
every
the
week.
the one question that I said, and then Sean afterwards sent the TikTok that I stole the question from.
Yep.
All right.
Guess what one of my questions are from? TikTok.
Yep. All right, so that brings us to our next segment, Sean's chin scratchers. All right, so here's our fun segment we like to do every week, where we come to the table with some random questions from our week that we like to ask our viewers and ask each other, and we like everybody to comment with the answers to the questions, or comment with questions of their own that they would like us to ask. So it's something we like to do.
Can
It's
you
been fun
can you link to
going through it.
TikToks on YouTube?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Don't know
I
though.
mean, you probably could.
All right. So link us a TikTok with a question that we can steal.
Yeah.
Well, we'll credit you if you tell us a question.
There you go.
Yes, we will. We will. That's when we'll credit you.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
definitely.
do it for us.
If you ask us a question, we'll say so and so brought to the table
Yes.
this question, or so and so answered our question from a previous week.
Mhm.
So my first question for you guys is: do you think Plankton watches porn on his wife's computer?
I hope so.
His computer is his wife is a computer. Does he watch
Would that be
porn on it?
considered sexting? I don't know.
That rape?
Is she actually
Cheating?
an AI? Can she
Is he
make
cheating?
can she make intelligent decisions?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
talks
she
to
does
him.
all the time.
Then you can have consensual agreement, you know.
And maybe that's role playing.
Think he blows it on the screen. Does Plankton have a dick?
I was gonna say, like,
Plankton don't, but SpongeBob.
what kind of
Logic.
porn is he watching then? If he's into like,
Phytoplankton.
well, I mean, he's into robots, so is he like watching like
Yeah.
real steel and
I'll be
like
back.
Sock 'em Bop 'em? Like, is he like, oh yeah, Gundam, let's watch that? Like, I don't know. If he's watching it, then yes, I think he's watching it on there. I think the better question is, what is he watching?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe they explore together. Can you hear that?
Maybe, yeah, maybe they explore together. Maybe like, you watch porn that like you can't have. Yeah,
Well, I mean, it would be SpongeBob related porn, so it'd be like
or Krusty Krab,
Patrick fucking a jellyfish.
or wouldn't it be like a crab like chomping things?
Maybe, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't
All right.
know. Let's do the next one.
My next question is: would you rather have one song stuck in your head for the rest of your life, or never be able to listen to music ever again?
If
Can
you
I
have one
play
song stuck in
music?
your head, yeah, I was gonna say, could you still play other music? It's one song your entire life.
Yep.
I would rather not listen to music than have a song stuck in my head.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Probably.
I get sick of songs I love. Like if I listen to it like 3 times a week, it's just too much.
Life lesson: never make your favorite song your alarm clock. I've learned that the hard way.
They don't do that.
Didn't you
No,
have
that's
like a woman yelling for your alarm
Oh
for a
my
while?
god, yes, I gotta find that. Get your ass out of bed! You got shit to do today! I ain't playing with you! Get out!
Is that how you used to wake up when you were
Yeah.
waking up late and your mom came into your room?
Legit, that was my alarm clock. And my mom was the one that sent me it.
Nice. Okay.
I gotta find that. Thank you for reminding me.
But yeah, so
I'd probably know music. If it was one song and that's the only song I can ever listen to,
or that you would ever have stuck in your head.
well, that's it. It's different, so. I mean, I can listen to thousands of songs and only have fucking armadillos be digging little holes in my backyard.
And is it in your
Like-
head 24/7, or is it like just moments? Like I have songs in my head when I wake up all the time. I don't know why, but there's usually always a song in my head when I wake up.
Rick
And
has
it's-
strokes in the middle of nights.
Apparently, but like then it goes away if I turn other things on. I don't notice it anymore. So like, is
Right.
it just at moments when I would have a song stuck in my head, or is it just 24/7?
Right. Is moments of melody in your life only that song?
If it was just when you normally have songs stuck in your head, then yeah, I could do that and have the same song stuck in my head all the time.
Right.
Well, that wasn't the question. It was stuck in your
Orange
head all the
bottom
time,
jeans.
or no music at all.
So listening to one song over another song while
So-
it's in your head.
So,
Yeah, so no, I would just go no
So
So
music.
you're trying to sing along.
Yeah.
so say you're watching.
I
Say
don't
you
know
pick a
about
random song
the
and you watch
dog.
Star Wars, and the theme song for Star Wars comes on, and it's that fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
not. I have no
just
music.
do
No,
No music.
it'd be a boring
Or-
title
It'd be-
sequence, though.
or the Avengers movie, no Avengers theme. It's fucking "Party in the USA" by or something that some random song is stuck in your
Fucking
fucking
love
head.
that song. Get your hands up, playing a song, and it's a dinosaur in Jurassic Park walking by. I got no hands.
All right. Did you have any questions, Jake?
I do. All right. Would you guys ever join a nudist colony?
I'd have to do some research, unless you have done some, and I can ask you questions about what a nudist colony does.
You're naked. Like
Just all the time?
Inside?
You're just outside, like, and you get the mail, you're naked. You go play tennis, you're naked. Oh, just those bad images as I said it.
No. No, I'm good. I don't need to go be naked everywhere. I'm fine just being naked all day in my apartment.
That's what got me the idea. You like being naked so much. It's like, would you be able to do it like in front of others?
Yeah, no.
I mean, it'd be like with it being a nudist colony.
How
like,
about this?
It's a small community, so it's like 50, not less than 50 people. It's like 20 to 30 people that you obviously know and you see every day. So like, it wouldn't just be you in your apartment, but it'd be you in this small community.
Yeah. So you go to the grocery store. Yeah, you go to the
If
grocery store.
Well,
they have a little co-op.
So a little bit that I know
store.
of nudist colonies. Not that I Googled it. Like if you go into like these public areas, you wear clothes. But like when you're in your community, your neighborhood,
it's like fenced in or something.
Corner, yeah. You're where you have your recreational areas. Your grocery store is probably not. Your movie theater is probably not. You know, stuff like that. Your public stuff like that. No, you gotta wear clothes. But your recreational activities, you're naked, swimming, tennis, basketball.
Yeah, no.
Who are you, skins or skins this week?
Chest hair versus no chest hair.
He's bricked up.
Oh God. But
stop backing down on me.
Yeah. Why are you playing such hard defense? I don't even have the ball. We playing tackle football or two-hand touch? Either way, I'm winning.
I'm gonna rescind my opinion.
No, what's your opinion?
Right,
I'll put this. Go ahead.
I would consider it with some stipulations. It's a nice neighborhood with nice neighbors.
They're all naked.
And I don't have to be naked all the time. I just can be if I want to. That would be better because I like wearing clothes, especially in the winter and stuff.
Yeah, Western New York is a bad example.
But it'd be nice to
Florida or California.
It'd be nice, you're naked in your apartment and you can leave the curtains open. That'd be kind of cool.
Right. Yeah, I don't think like he's wearing a sock, arrest him. Like I think like you have that freedom, but you have also as much freedom as you have to be clothed, you have freedom to be unclothed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm not
I agree.
Judgmental
like,
if other people want to be naked, as long as they're not being gross. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you have as much as we probably thought about it growing up as kids. I doubt you have people that are going there just to check out people. Like I think you're going there just to you're that comfortable with yourself that you just don't want to wear clothes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that comfortable. I like wearing clothes.
I probably wouldn't.
Right?
Like I don't even like walking around the neighborhood or like mowing my lawn shirtless. I got too many man titties, and yes, I have more than two. Like I don't want. I gotta get it looked at. Like,
yeah.
So
Come
like
on,
I
Dr.
could
Noodle
do
Man.
it. Yeah, you want to look at my third man titty? If you squeeze hard enough, it might go away.
Ow.
Yeah, that hurt. But yeah, I don't have the confidence for it. I think there is a certain level of confidence, and I got nothing wrong with people that do have confidence for it. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Kyle, apparently you do have the confidence.
I'd consider it.
I don't even want to say good for you. Good for your fiance.
Yeah. I don't think I could either. Like Jake said, I can't mow the lawn with not having a shirt on.
You did a lap dance on a girl at a bar, Sean, where you took your
Yes,
shirt off.
dude, I was just talking about it. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
after
but
the show.
That doesn't bother
I was
me, but
just talking about that to Rachel. I had to explain that whole situation to her.
that was also under not duress, but I was under the influence, so I could persuade
Really? I thought we
me.
just got there. We
Yeah,
just
we just got
there.
there.
That
The
was like
influence of hot women.
That was
Yeah.
the first thing that happened.
That's funny.
How quickly can we call it your bullshit? Pretty fucking quickly.
Oh, I was there before you guys drink it.
Yeah, I put the taps in.
Yeah, I got there 7 minutes earlier and had a beer.
All right, this one Kyle's not gonna answer, so I'm not expecting an answer from him.
Apricot bottom jeans.
If you had to fuck two people with the combined age of 30, what would the age of the two people be?
No,
15 and 15.
I'm leaving. Bye.
You're so mad.
I'm leaving.
I thought it was a great question. So it's either illegal twice or illegal really bad once.
Yeah.
That's
So,
too illegal.
it's either statutory rape or sexual predator.
Yeah, either way, you'll be on a list.
Kyle, come back. Kyle.
Kyle, Sean said 29 and 1.
I was thinking 30 and very freshly newborn.
That's not any better.
I know.
I'm just gonna say this, so it's on the record. I do not approve of this at all.
Who would have thunk?
It-
I think
It's,
this is a terrible
it's
question.
never happening.
Okay, you
All
Sith
right.
Lord.
Yeah, right. All right, last question. This Kyle, I can't imagine you answering this only because I don't think you have the knowledge for it. No offense. What would be
That's
on
fine.
your Mount Rushmore of NFL quarterbacks? History, not current.
History.
It could be
Okay.
current, but if you wanted to put Mahomes,
I would just leave the mountainside. I like mountains, so
that's fair.
Marino,
four?
Montana, Bradshaw.
Oh, Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Yes, for Sean.
my cat's
Montana,
really upset
Bradshaw.
at me for some reason.
Probably because you wanted to fuck a 29-year-old and a 1-year-old.
No. Oh my god.
You wanted to fuck a 1-year-old and not your own cat?
Nope. Nope. What was
All
yours,
right,
BJ?
you got one more. I'm waiting for Ricky because he's one more.
Oh, okay.
That's he's the closest to being 100%. He's at 75.
Was Peyton and Eli's father a quarterback?
I'll
Yes.
say
He was bad.
he was. Yeah, no playoff wins for him or appearances. I think. God.
God. The guy on
No.
the dime?
I'm gonna.
There's a reference.
Yeah.
It's the last time I was on the
Staubach.
show.
I just stop it. Wow, so you don't even have Manning or Brady.
No, I'm trying to think of like the older guys.
Favre.
I was tough with Favre. Maybe Favre. Jim Plunkett was another one I was thinking about.
What's wrong with you?
What?
Those are the elites of the elite.
Yeah, let's have this guy who threw 10 passes a game be on the fucking right. Just because
Maybe-
like the Mount Rushmore was made back then doesn't mean that he needs to be on it too. Like,
Maybe he has a good face for it.
yeah, right. He's got the face of Mountainside, not TV or radio.
Mhm.
What you got, Sean?
So I have Brady and Manning and Montana.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
toss.
3 that I got.
It's a toss-up between Favre and Breeze. Because Breeze had a lot of records there too for a little while. Favre had them all to start, and then they slowly started getting broken by Brady, Manning, and Breeze.
My
What
one
about Doug
argument.
Flutie? He's on a serial.
He was good in the NFL. So is Josh Allen.
So was Terrell Owens.
My one argument against, which I love Breeze, he's one of my favorite players, but my one argument against him is that they always led the league, that his Saints teams, in yards after catch. Majority of his yards were yards after catch. So it was a lot of his receivers doing extra work compared to deep throws.
Toward the end of his career, especially.
And as much as Brady benefited from Belichick, I would say Breeze Belichick benefited more from Sean Payton than.
Oh yeah,
Brady
he wasn't
did
any.
Belichick.
I mean, he was all right when he was in San Diego. He had, what's his
The
name?
knee injury.
He had his shoulder injury.
I would put Favre over Breeze.
Would he win?
I'm going
2-1.
I'm going
Went to
Manning,
2 Super
Brady, Montana, Marino.
Yeah, Marino had a lot of the records too.
He had them all before.
Everybody.
Manning came first to break them. He broke the touchdowns in the season, and then Breeze won. Breeze took the yards in yards in a career before Brady had it. Now Brady's just got everything. Man, Marino had all of them before anybody.
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. There's a hell of a lot more than
Some
4
stellar
great quarterbacks.
Could throw Warren Moon in there because he dominated in the CFL and in the NFL.
Yeah, he's got the most.
And throw Jim Kelly in there. He dominated the USFL.
Yep. Warren Moon combined yards. Tom Brady wouldn't even be able to touch his yards.
Yeah, I would look at Flutie's too. He did really. Jeff Garcia did really good in the CFL.
He's in hot water right now.
Garcia?
Like a hot tub?
How is anybody covering any news on Jeff Garcia?
Yeah, I thought he died.
He made some comments about some chick that was reporting about Jimmy Garoppolo and for Sam Fran. No. She said, how can you make any kind of assumptions or comments about anything on a sport that you've never played, and pretty much bashed her and made all these fucking comments about it. It's like, oh my God, dude. You were
that's not hot water, though. That's any ex-athletes.
Yeah, that's an old man just complaining.
I've seen anybody from bench warmers to Hall of Famers say it, from baseball to basketball, any of the major sports, any sport really. Like the fact that he said it's not hot water, that's like lukewarm water.
I'm just saying he's relevant in this aspect.
Yeah, I guess. He's more relevant than being dead, I guess. So yeah, you're right.
And I did have one other question, but I'll save it for next week because he's already ran along. So.
Oh, I'm curious though. Can you give it to me? Give it to me.
Yeah, ask it now, Sean.
What do you guys? What do you think about the Baseball Hall of Fame snubs?
I don't even know who they are. I'm assuming it's all the steroid people.
Well, they're done.
No.
They can't ever be elected.
It's not all steroid people. Big Papi got elected in, and he's freaking come out publicly saying that he did it.
Yeah. Did he got in. He was the only one elected this year. No Bonds, no Clemens, no Schilling, no
McGuire,
no more McGuire, no Sosa. All these guys are their final year of eligibility. Done.
The early 2000s generational players, like those guys.
Yep.
Those are now officially just done. Never making it to the Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
And that's why, I have so many problems with the Baseball Hall of Fame, where we're gonna not let these guys in because they tarnish the league. Which, if anything, they saved the league.
They made it entertaining.
And on the flip side, we're going to let in Big Papi in his first year of eligibility because he did steroids.
He was a loved player.
Good for him. Yeah. Don't think fucking people in St. Louis loved McGuire.
Right?
He made him relevant.
When he won a World Series for the Oakland A's. Or how about Roger Clemens when he was with the Yankees and he won World Series there? Or Barry Bonds.
I don't know if he was loved outside of New York, though. I think a lot of people loved hating him.
In Boston, he was loved before he came.
Sosa and McGuire.
That year was probably some of the most entertaining baseball. I remember watching. It was headline news on nightly news. Wasn't even a sports section or a sports segment. These guys are going for the record. These guys just broke the record. Ooh, Sammy Sosa, McGuire track. Like, that was entertaining.
There's a great 30 for 30 on that. But, like, Barry Bonds, people love to hate him. Because they're like, oh, this guy was lanky. Now all of a sudden he's a tank. Where, like, McGuire and Sosa are the two that really stick out to me because nobody hated them. They all loved them. Even if you didn't like me growing up at that time, I didn't care for baseball. I played it, but like I didn't follow it. I followed hockey, I followed football. But I knew who Sammy Sosa was. I didn't know anybody else that was on the Cubs team. I knew who Mark McGuire was. I didn't know anybody else that was on the Cardinals. Like, I didn't even know that he played for the Athletics. So it's like, but like you knew who they were because you knew what they meant to the sport. Barry Bonds, like, I don't know, maybe it's because I got older, but it's like, oh, like, he's obviously juicing. But at this point now, it's like, I don't care. That was just that. He wasn't the only one doing it. He was just,
there was a whole fucking list.
He leveled the playing field, and he was just the best one on that playing field. See, it's really annoying, and
we could go into
why, like, I can't say baseball is America's pastime. It is the past time. It's not the present time.
Yeah, that's why it's slowly fading away.
Yes.
Yep. All right. That's all I got.
All right.
Anybody else got anything? No.
Is a coconut a fruit?
No.
Mayonnaise an instrument.
Mayonnaise bottom jeans. Boots with the fur.
I mean, if I'm making it mayonnaise, it better be a good ass fucking peach.
Cottage cheese jeans.
Oh God.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, folks.